everybody, this is Charlotte at TexasFindingsandMore.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Harry Potter inspired wax cord stack bracelet. And the tools that you're going to need are a pair of scissors, 2 sets of pliers, a pair of round nose pliers, a pair of snips, a marker or a pen, a piece of string or beading wire, about 5 or 6 inches, some packing tape, clear packing tape, and some E6000 or other jewelry glue. This is kind of optional. The supplies that you're going to need are, you're going to need a 2-inch piece of chain. You're going to need 1 7-inch piece of red wax cord. And you're going to need 5 pieces of 6-inch red wax cord. You're going to need a bead. I'm using a 10mm gold stardust bead, but you could use an 8mm pearl or a 10mm bead of any kind you want. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of 6-inch braid, a 3-inch head pin, or a 3-inch piece of wire in matching the color of your charms. 2 wing charms. You got to make sure they have a hole on both sides. A triangle with a circle charm. You're going to need 3 owl charms that have little holes at the bottom of their feet, because you're going to need to put 2 together with a jump ring. You're going to need 4 jump rings. You're going to need a lobster clasp, and you're going to need 2 25mm ribbon ends. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is put together the wing part. You're going to get your piece of wire or your head pin, and I am going to clip off the top of the head pin. And you're going to get your round nose pliers and go down about an inch or inch and a half, and bend your wire at 90 degrees, and then go down here and twist around, and then take the other side and twist it around so that you have something that looks like this. Then you're going to attach that to your charm, your wing, to the top part of the wing right there. Now we're going to wrap this wire around the top. So you get your pliers, hold them there. Get 1 set of your regular pliers and wrap around and around and around. Keep repositioning your pliers. I want mine to go about that far, and then you snip off the excess with your snips. Then you put your bead on. And then you go to the other side and you make another bend in your wire, 90-degree angle, and you're going to make another loop. Like that. And you're going to put on your other charm on the other side. You want them to be the same direction, so make sure you do that. And we're going to wrap around. This time I'm just going to do it with my fingers because my wire's pretty thin. My head pin's pretty thin. So I wrapped it around a few times and I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay, so now we've got our little wing charm. Rest of it off. There's our wings. Now we're going to connect the string to that, the wax cord. So you get your beading wire or string and you fold it in half, and this is going to help you pull the wax cord through the little hole. So from the top of the charm, you're going to put the two ends of the wire in. So you have this little eye here. Stick your wax cord through there and hold on to it. And I usually come down to the charm and hold it to the charm, because when you pull it through, sometimes you pull it all the way through. So you pull your wire through. So you have a little loop here, and you get the two ends of this and put it through there. Line the ends up together and pull it till it's got a good knot there at the end. Then we're going to do the other side. So you want to make sure you're on the top of the thing, of the charm. You're going to go through the hole, and you're going to get a little eye there. These are the 6-inch pieces of cord, by the way. So you put that through, pull your cord through, so you have a little eye on the other side, and put both ends through the loop, line up your ends, and pull it tight till you have a knot here at the end. So this one is done until later. We'll get back to that one. Now we're going to make this one. You're going to take the 7-inch piece, and we're going to go with the charm facing you. You're going to come up from the bottom on both sides of the middle part. You come up through the bottom, go through the loop, and pull it through, and then pull it tight as you can get it. Now if you want to, because as you wear this will get loose on you and it'll end up like that, and you'll have to pull it tight again, you can turn it over and put a tiny little bit of glue right there in that little hole, and it'll keep it from loosening up on you. So that's that side. Then you get a 6-inch piece, and this hole's big enough for me to get the string through, so I just come up from the bottom and make a loop, go through the loop, and then pull it tight. So now we have that one. Next, we're going to make the owls, the double owls here, right there. We're going to get 2 of the owls, and we're going to connect them at their feet with a jump ring. So we're going to open the jump ring. We're going to put one side in there and the other side there. And we're going to close up the jump ring. And there we have our little double out. So now we're going to put the string through there. This definitely needs the wire or the string to pull it through, because this hole is tiny. So you're going to go through the top of the charm. So you have your little loop, your little eye. I'm going to open it up. And then you're going to get another 6-inch piece, put it through the loop, hold your pieces, and I like to hold it to the charm so you don't keep on pulling it through. Pull it through the hole, and then you'll have another loop. Then you want to put your 2 ends through that loop, down through that loop. Sorry. And I'm going to pull more on this side because I got it kind of off. So you want your ends to be the same length. And then pull it tight so you have that nice little knot there. And then we're going to do the other side. Get your string or your wire, put it through the top, get your eye, and you put your string through. You grab your ends, line them up at the end is easier, and then pull the string through the hole, and then take your 2 ends, put them through the loop, and pull tight. So now we have that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our guide, the little piece of paper that you made that's 6 inches long with the stripe in the middle. So first what we're going to do, we're going to take the first strand and line it up in the middle. Put it in the middle, and then go to the end, take your scissors and cut off the excess. Don't let go of it. And then you go to the other side and you cut off that side. This is going to make a 6.5-inch bracelet, but we're going to have a 2-inch extender on it, so it's going to be 6.5 inches when we're done, but we're going to have a 2-inch extender, so it will fit up to an 8.5-inch wrist. So this one is completely ready to be put into the bracelet. Next is the triangle. This one needs to be a tad bit longer than the other ones because it's so big that it needs to be a little looser than the other ones to keep it from being tight in the middle. So you come up to the top and you just go a tiny bit past the end, just like that. And then I'll do the same on the other side. Hold it and cut it just a tiny bit bigger. Okay, that one's done. Now we get the wings, center it in the middle of your guide, go to the end, cut off your excess, go to the other end, cut off your excess. Alright, now we're ready to assemble. We are going to get ourselves a piece of packing tape. I don't know if you can see that, but about a 3-inch piece of packing tape. My goodness. And we're going to put it sticky side up on the table. And we're going to get one of our ribbon ends, put it on the sticky side. So now you can move around your piece of tape. Get your marker or pen, and you're going to draw lines that are the edges of your ribbon end. This is just so that whenever you're putting your pieces on here, that you don't make them wider than the clip. So on this, I usually put the wings on first, and I put them at the end. Put them close to the end of the tape. Let me zoom in a little bit here. piece of braid. Put that next, kind of lining them up next to each other. They come undone, just re-stick them. Make sure that your knots are on the top. Make sure they're all on the top so it has a nice uniform look. So we can put that one back on, staying down. Then we are going to get our triangle knots on the top, and we're going to line it up with the other one right there. Then we're going to get the next braid and put it right next to that. And then we're going to put our little owls at the end. Make sure you don't go past the lines that you made. This one's right on the edge of the line, but that's okay, we're a little bit good here. So this is where, if you wanted to, I'm not going to do it today, if you wanted to, put some glue across the top here and let it dry. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes to let it dry. I am going to stop here. I'm going to take that off. I'm not going to glue it. And we are going to cut the tape away. We're going to cut down the little line. And then we're going to cut across the top and even this up. You want it to be as even as possible, but we're going to cut off any little extras that you may have, and then cut down the other side. You don't have to cut exactly on the line, but now this is why you really want to glue it. That one doesn't want to stay down. Okay. Then you're going to get your ribbon end, put it at the top. Get your pliers, and you're going to crimp it down. Squish it in the middle, squish it on each side, then you squish it from this side, and then you turn it over and squish it on the other side. Make sure it's nice and tight and clamp down on it. Then you're going to get the tape, lift it up, and peel it off. The little perforations from the ribbon end butts have just come right off, so there's no more tape. Now we're going to do the other side. So we get another piece of tape and our ribbon end. I'll zoom in again. Draw a line, hold that down, draw a line here, and a line here. Okay. And we're going to turn this around, and we're going to make sure that we're not twisted anywhere, that it's all going the right direction. And we're going to start putting it on the tape. Put it right on the line. Right past the line. Right on the line. Right there. Just past the line. Then you get your braid and put it on next. Then your triangle. And this is the one that you want it to be a little loose, so you line that up right there, and it's going to look loose. See how loose that looks? But you want it that way, otherwise it won't fit right. And then you put on your next braid and your owls. Nope, that's not lined up. And if you're off just a little bit, it's fine because we're gonna cut it to straighten it up. So see how I'm not exactly perfect, but that's fine. So we're gonna cut off the excess tape there. We're gonna cut the top. And we're gonna cut down, where are we? We're gonna cut down this side. So we'll cut again. And that one was to come off. Again, if it was glued, that wouldn't happen. So get your ribbon end, put it over the top, and you want to center it so that your cords are centered in the middle of that. Get your pliers and make sure it's on there good and squish it down. And then squish the other side, squish the other side. Turn your pliers sideways, squish down this side, squish down this side. Grab your tape, lift it up, and peel it off. Okay, that one's all done. So now we're almost finished. And remember, you do want that to be a little loose in the middle, so don't freak out because it seems like it's huge in the middle, but whenever you put it on, you'll see what I mean. So now we're going to add the lobster to the end. So you want to open your jump ring, get your piece, and I like to put the lobster clasp at this side, at the bottom, and I put it right here, through that little thing there. And then get your lobster, get your lobster and put it on. Get your pliers, that side. That side. And we are going to close it. Now you're going to take another jump ring, open it, and you want to open a jump ring. You want to have each side of the jump ring. You want to twist your hand up like that, holding one side down and twist up so that it's open like this. You don't want to open it out, you want to open it, you want to twist it open. Then you put your jump ring on the hook and attach your 2-inch chain. And we're going to close the jump ring. And we're going to close it the same way we opened it, twist until it matches. You don't want to have any gaps or anything. I guess you can't see that really. There's no gaps or anything, it's closed. Then we're going to put the little finishing touch on here, which is a little owl at the end. Get another jump ring, go to the end of your chain, get your last little owl, attach him to the end, and close your jump ring. And we are finished. It is all done. It is ready to wear. And here it is again. Oops. Better if you wear these tight. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.